Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming from Reno, Nevada, same time as San Francisco, California. But anyways, today's a great day because I have a special guest. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've been dancing since 1985. After 5 years, I started teaching salsa. And then, of course, I got into bachata, and that's where I'm known from. I'm known from a bachata world. Then I can tell you my experience in salsa where I looked up to the old generation, the great teachers like Eddie Torres, like Felipe Polanco, like Nelson Torres, all of the great dancers where they valued techniques. And over the years, as my experience went, I went all over the world, judged salsa contests, judged bachata contests. I judged World Salsa Latin Cup with Albert Torres for 2 years in a row back in the day. And so whenever I look at dancing and I look at performances and I look at social dancing, uh, I can't help but compare the old generation to the new generations, the techniques they're executing, and all of that stuff. Now, this guest of mine, I'm a fan. Said, I've been dancing since 1985, but I can confidently say I'm a fan. I've never met her in person. Uh, she was suggested to me by Luis Aguilar, and then ever since I've been following her on Instagram. And I'm so impressed, and I'm so glad to have you as my guest today. Welcome, SG Zaman.
Thank you so much.
How are you? It's good to meet you in online in person. Is that if we could say it that way, right?
Yeah, that's true. Thank you. I'm fine. How are you? I'm really happy to
Yeah.
meet you in here.
It's great to meet you. And the name of your cat right there?
Oh, Ponchi.
Punchy. Are you would I take it that you're a cat person or a dog person?
I'm a dog person, but I'm traveling a lot.
Okay.
Um, because of that, cats are easy to take care of
Yeah.
at home. When I'm
Yeah.
traveling, I don't need to travel, go outside.
Now, SG, I take it you're from Turkey originally. You were born there?
Yeah, I born in Turkey, raised in Turkey. Still, I live in Turkey.
And before Latin dancing, before salsa, what was your profession or what is your profession?
I started with gymnastics, and I have been 28 times national champion in
Did you say
gymnastics.
28 times national champion?
Yeah, 28 times.
Jeez, Lord. Okay. All right. And besides the gymnastic thing, I'm trying to get at what your background before dancing, before the Latin dance. Are there any
um,
other discipline that you practiced?
yeah, I started with ballet since I was 3,
Of
and
course, yeah.
then I studied contemporary dance in the university, and I have breakdance and hip hop backgrounds. On my 14, 15 years old, I started breakdance and hip hop. I had a
Um,
crew dancing on the streets. And also at the same time, when I was 14, I met with salsa and Latin music and Latin dance. Oh, before that, also I did Argentine tango when I was 10 years old.
Tango, Argentinian. Wow.
Yeah,
I take it that besides being a gymnast, your profession is really dancing, yeah?
that's true. Yes. Right now, I'm not doing gymnastics as a professional anymore.
Okay.
Well, I have a gymnastic school, I have students, but more dance since over 15 years. It's everything
How
more
long
about
have you
dance.
had the gymnastic school now?
Um, well, my father and mother are gymnastic trainers.
Oh, I see.
So I started to walk in the gymnastic school. I started to
Okay.
learn walking in the gymnastic school.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now I just, few years ago, I started to open my gymnastic school,
Yeah,
and I'm taking care of with my dad.
that's great. Now, I first saw you in a video. It went viral, by the way, when you perform in Arizona. And was that your first time in the United States performing or somewhere else?
Oh no, first time, um, I go to LA for Albert Torres.
Oh, okay.
Well, Albert Torres invited me for many years, and I couldn't get visa to come to US.
I see. Okay.
The day we lost him, I arrived LA. And
Oh man.
before
Oh
we lost
man.
him, I was at the hospital, and I'm the last person I saw him before he died. I'm really so sorry for that. But Albert Torres, I can say he changed my life. He really touched my life so deeply.
Yeah, we were talking on the phone actually not a week before he went to Cuba for medical treatment. And then
Yeah.
the moment I know he was in coma, that was very sad. And Albert and we used to butt heads because he didn't think bachata would go off, right? And I was very passionate about bachata, but then the moment he went off, it was like, okay, I see it now. And of course, we worked together for a while. I taught at this congress. There was at one point he wanted to partner up with me after Vegas, after he had that
Hmm.
falling away from his partner in Vegas, but it didn't really work out. But we remained friends. Every time he needed advice about bachata, which artist, he would text me. But yeah, we had a mutual uh, respect relationship when it comes to the Latin dance. But yeah, he changed a lot of lives, indirectly
Absolutely.
or directly, right?
That's true. That's true. And after the LA, I got invitation from New York Salsa Congress,
Okay.
and then I got to Phoenix. In Phoenix, my video got viral. That video you were talking about.
You know something about New York SG is that it is something to be invited by the New York crowd, right? But it is also another thing to be respected by the New York crowd. How did you feel when you went first time in New York, and now you frequent New York, and what's your feeling about that?
Well, before I got stage, first time when I guess I was 19 or 20. Well, before
Uh-huh.
I was got to stage,
Yeah.
my legs were shaking because of feeling excited, like really shaking. And with my first step to the stage, I was like, get a big breathe.
Yeah.
And then my legs stopped shaking, and then I got stage. And when the music starts, everything is calmed down, and I find my confidence again. And it was so good.
Is it is it true, SG, that as a professional dancer, when it comes to performing, is it true that all of you guys, whether you guys are badass or just beginner or advanced or professional or known, that you still get nervous?
Um, well, depends. I mean, it was like that for me, but my priorities start to change.
I see.
Because of that, right now, when I go to stage, I don't feel nervous. I feel like a little bit excited, but
Ah,
little bit.
nice, nice.
That's it. And that excited feeling gives me energy. If I don't feel anything and I go to stage, um, I don't go out from the stage happy, but I have to feel a little bit excited to go to stage.
Yeah, yeah,
Before it was like nervous, but now it's not
I see. Now,
because my priorities change.
gotcha, gotcha. Now, so tell me, SG, from a gymnast, how did you transition into Latin dancing?
I was dancing on the street in a break dance group,
Uh-huh.
and one Latin dance teacher saw my dance and he invited me to Suko. And I met with Latin dance there. And that guy said in the salsa class, in my first class,
Uh-huh.
he said, ladies, let the men first time control you in your life. And I was like, thank you, I'm a feminist, and I go out. And I go out. I was like, I'm more happy and free in breakdance. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I go out. That's how I started salsa.
Oh, wow. Now,
And actually, that's why I did my first solo show when I
uh-huh.
was 16.
Oh,
Salsa solo show. I didn't take partner. I started with solo show. I was 16, and
just
that
a
was the
solo
reason.
show. Yeah. No, from gymnast and everything, what was it like when you were beginning salsa? Did you have a hard time? Was your transition easy to learn the basics?
Well, it was easy.
Yeah.
It was easy for me. Like it was so natural for me when I started salsa. Um, After 3 months,
Yeah.
um, I started to do small choreographies. So it was so easy for me.
Now, who were your when you were just beginning? Did somebody teach you? Were you self-taught? Were you looking up to for inspiration with certain dancers?
Well, actually, I improved myself, not with any teacher,
Uh-huh.
mostly watching the other people from YouTube.
Yeah.
And my first inspiration being Alien Ramirez. I
Oh yes,
was,
yes.
yeah, I was 15 when I watched her, and I said, yes, she's powerful. I like her technique. And then I saw Magna Gopal, and I really like her musicality. Like
Yeah.
the way she dances is unique, different than the other Latinas.
Yes.
And Alien is technique is more Cuban, and I inspired both of them, different things.
Yeah.
But I didn't copy anything. When I go to studio or when I start to do a choreography or do improvisation dance, all I think about is just let your emotions go out and be be fully you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's you express your emotions through music and through body movement, which is really great. It's obvious when you actually perform that. It's also obvious when I watch you on YouTube doing social dancing. I do two things. I basically watch performances, see how the performer is good. Now I want to see that performer social dance, whether that could also be applied on her attitude towards performance and her attitude towards social dancing. And they're almost pretty much the same, really, except that you don't know what's going to happen during social dancing, the unpredictability, whether it's going to be a bad lead or a good lead or a beginner or an advance. How do you feel about that when you dance with beginners versus when you dance with advanced? Could you predict it, or you basically just go innovate as is when it happens?
Well, if you watch my social dance, I dance differently with every person. Every movement that I do is not the same.
Yeah.
I just when I hold the hands, I feel like I'm reading the guy.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I really like that connection. If the person is open-minded, I just start to feel the person,
Yeah.
and every movement that he gives is not just technique, it's not just musicality, it's also about personality. So when I dance with someone, I feel like I know this person's personality, I know this person's character,
Yeah.
and I love it. I really enjoy it. And for me, dancing with beginners or intermediates or advanced, it's really no matter. And actually, my best dance in my life was in New York with a 85 years old guy
Oh
with a
wow.
stick. Came to me and he
Really?
left the
Is, is
stick
is
and he
there a video
danced.
of that? Is there a video of that?
No, there is not. But just
Okay.
before him,
Yeah.
I left someone on stage because he were not looking my face.
Oh.
I I left and I said thank you, and he was a Broadway dancer.
Oh
And I said
wow.
thank you, but I need to feel you, and you don't let it. You're looking around to show yourself. So I don't want to dance, and I just go. And then I did my best dance in my life with an 85 years old guy. And then I asked him to dance again for the next song. And all we did was basic steps and turns and crossbody. That's it. We didn't do anything difficult. We danced old school, simple, but there was a real feeling, the real
Connection, a
emotions,
real
the
connection, I
real
guess.
connection. Yes, real connection. And
Yeah,
it was
that
just for fun. So not to show who we are. It's just about for having fun and being connected with honestly.
Yeah, so see, you're a new generation. You're a younger generation than I am, and 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 to hear that from you about the value of not just the hand or arm connection, but the whole thing, looking at the partner, paying attention to the partner, and it doesn't have to be complicated to be a great social dance. You just confirmed that, and I really love that you said that, and I'm glad that you stand for that principle. Uh, uh, Now, have you met your inspiration like Alien and Magna in
Of
person?
course.
Oh yeah.
We are like a sisters with Alien. We are like a sister with Alien. And I'm a good friend with Magna. I really love her.
Yeah. Magna Gopal was just in Hawaii at my event. She
Oh,
she
wonderful.
she loves Hawaii. She loves to go there all the time, and of course they were all day on the beach all the time. But I mentioned to you about Hawaii before, but we'll talk about that one of these days. But uh,
Yeah, I want to come. No, not next
no,
year, but
Hawaii is
later.
great. Hawaii,
I really want to
I,
come.
as artists, we've been to different islands, right? Teaching, or whether it's performing, but Hawaii has a different vibe, and I could tell you honestly that you can never feel that vibe anywhere else because it's a totally different vibe. You'll know when you get there. It's one of these days. But anyway,
Yeah.
how valuable is foundation for you when it comes to dancing? Because for me, and I am talking about bachata, and of course, in social media we complain about bad techniques in bachata nowadays because now people can teach uh, anywhere and they don't have that credentials and years of practice. Uh, they could look good in certain movements, but the very basic of it, they're so bad at it, and this is why we is very unsafe to social dance. How valuable for you is technique, and how do you enhance and master the technique?
Well, um, I keep, sorry, my cat's playing with
Okay.
my, okay.
Okay.
It was playing with my clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry guys.
No problem.
um, for me, I mean, my technique for solo or for social dance you're asking for? Which one you're asking for?
Both for both solo and social dancing, of course.
Okay, for the performance, I use a different kind of techniques. I mean, I don't do a full choreography.
Okay.
Um, I choose the music, I choose where I'm gonna do the tricks, and few musicality steps that I make sure it fits in the choreography,
Yeah.
fixed.
Yeah.
And the other places are free. So if you watch my same show but two different plays, there are many differences
Oh
because
yeah.
there is a lot of improvisations.
Yeah.
And I leave that improvisations because I want to also connect with the people who is watching me.
Yeah.
If I do a full choreography, um, honestly, I'm not enjoying with it. But if I have some small space to do improvisation, I can see the people's eyes and I can feel the energy. I mean, when I'm doing a solo show on stage, I'm also watching people. People are watching me and I'm watching them. I'm not just focused on my dance.
Interesting.
And that gives me a lot of inspiration. When I get that feeling, connection with the people, I can also open myself more
Hmm.
as a person, not as a dancer. I
Yeah.
open my character more, and I really love it. For my solo, this is my technique to prepare my choreographies. And about the musicality technique, I learned salsa by doing social dance. I didn't take
Ah,
many classes.
I see.
And because of my background, ballet, contemporary dance, hip hop, gymnastics, tango,
Yeah.
um, I get the technique easily.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't take many classes. I just join some workshops and watch, and sometimes join fully, but just few times
Yeah.
in my whole life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I learned by watching. I learned by watching. And for social dance, I learned by doing a lot of social dance.
Yes.
So I learned it in the culture.
Yeah. Now, when
Even
you
when I'm
feel
in the other side of the
on
world,
the other side,
there is
yeah, of
no
the
Latin
world.
culture in here. But I learned mostly when I started travel international.
Yeah, yeah, and it's very interesting you say that because now you've been all over the world, and of course you social dance all over the world. And let's talk about South Korea because when I was there in South Korea, I taught the very first Kizomba workshop in South Korea, supported by the Angolan embassy, by the way. And I
Hmm.
taught the Dominican bachata there, and then we went to this social and they were all dancing on two, right? Like they were all dancing mambo, and I asked the question, so is it predominantly on two here? It's like, yeah, even our beginner classes are on two. It's like, wow, what was the experience like in Korea? Because there was a time where Asian countries were not really into the Latin music and the Latin dance, and then all of a sudden, they're right there. They made a mark in the map of salsa, and they're great at it. And how
Yeah.
was that experience like when you went to South Korea?
Well, I was so surprised about the level of Latin dance.
Yes.
It was so good.
Yeah.
And I had my craziest social dance in my life because I was dancing minimum 2 or maximum 3 person in one
Yeah.
song
Yeah.
because there were more than 50 guys were waiting to dance on the line.
Yeah.
So I was just, organizer give one man to me, I dance, and then he go in the middle of the song, and the other one comes.
Ah.
And between the songs, I asked for water, and he gave one tequila, one water. Normally, I don't drink. Normally, I don't drink when I'm dancing.
Yeah.
It's for me a job. I took everything serious. I drink only water in social dance
Yeah.
as a sportman.
Yeah.
But it was so crazy. Like one tequila, one water, then go to dance again. It was like so fast and also enjoyable. It wasn't like hard work. It was so enjoyable because people are not arrogant. People are really, really humble. People
Yes.
are really
Yes.
kind, and they care about how they dance. They care about how they connect to me. It was
Yeah.
so nice. I really like to be in Korea and actually whole Asia. I really love to visit
Yeah,
Asia.
that's true. You mentioned about drinking. Were you ever drunk and social dance at the same time? Did that affect your techniques?
Uh, I don't understand the question.
Yeah.
Drunk?
So when you drink and you get a little, drunk, right?
Oh, I have a small problem about that. I don't get drunk.
I see.
Well, who knows it very well is DJ Alex from New York. He
Uh-huh.
tried to make me drunk
Uh-huh.
many times because we were challenging each other.
Yes.
And in the end, he was drunk, not me. Like, I don't get drunk because I have so crazy control.
Oh, I
I mean,
see.
if I want to get drunk, I can be with one glass.
Right.
But if I want to control myself and if I'm working, I don't feel dizzy. Never. I'm like,
Now, the flexibility that you have, I know that came from gymnasts, of course. How long is it? Do you believe that flexibility is genetics, or it can be done and performed by everyone? Because
yes.
some people can't do split.
Well, everyone can be much more flexible. I mean, some people, because of the genetic,
Yeah.
cannot do splits. But if they train when they were kids, everyone can do.
Right.
Everyone.
Right.
For adult people, only some people
Yeah.
cannot do splits. But most of the people, even they believe that they never gonna do that. Most of the people can do middle split and side splits with both legs. With correct technique training. And my student, 72 years old student of mine,
Mm-hmm.
she has no gymnastic or ballet background. She's doing over side splits and middle splits with my online classes.
Wow. Wow.
And I was so surprised. I mean, even I was so surprised
Yeah.
to see that at 72. And a lot of students of mine, around 50 years old, 60 years old, are doing splits with correct technique training.
Yes. Now,
So with the right trainer, everyone can do.
yeah. So nowadays, how do you maintain your flexibility? Do you still stretch every day? And when you stretch every day, how many times a day? Just once a day?
Well, I don't. Well, it's funny. I don't do stretching training or gymnastic training. Gymnastics sometimes I'm doing when I'm teaching, but
Yeah.
I never do also dance training. It's all for me natural. Like when I'm reading book,
Yeah.
I'm doing middle splits and reading book, and I'm
Yeah.
doing splits, but it comes naturally. I was sitting, then I find myself doing splits.
So it's
When
a
I'm
way,
watching Netflix,
in other words, it's a way of life, really.
it's a way of life, absolutely. And when I'm walking in my corridor in my house, I'm walking on my hands sometimes,
Oh,
but I'm
wow.
not thinking about it. Like it goes naturally. And I started to do turns, but I'm not thinking about working on turn techniques.
Yeah.
There's a mirror here,
Yeah.
and I started to do turns. I practice turns, but I unknown it. I just find myself doing ballet turns there, and then I stop and say, "Oh, I'm doing turns." let's just start the practice. Then I'm saying, like, my body needs it and it goes naturally.
Yeah,
I don't do extra time for it.
that's pretty impressive actually, because I am my background is martial arts before dancing, and it's so funny because when I used to read books about Bruce Lee and watch video about Bruce Lee, that guy never stops. So he'd be watching TV and he's doing his biceps. He'd be doing, and then he's doing sit-ups or something. It's almost the same things that you're saying. That whatever you're doing, it involves certain movements, and you're not even aware that you're doing certain movements, which is really great. You know. But okay, another question here, SG, is: have you ever been to San Francisco Bay Area?
No, I never been in San Francisco, and I'm
Uh,
super excited to come in there.
you're gonna love it, and the dancers is gonna love you here because the dancers in the Bay Area are pretty diverse. Uh, they got the influence from the East Coast, and they got the influence from the West Coast. And then, of course, they got Cuban flavor also. You name it. And when it comes to bachata, they have the traditional version, and they have the sensual version, they have the modern version. All of it. It's pretty diverse here. That's why, I am from the Bay Area, although I live in Nevada now, but I was born in the Bay Area and from the Bay Area and danced there. Really, really great. You're gonna love it. Of course, you're gonna love San Francisco if you've never toured it before. Uh, I think you got some time to tour it because you're going to be doing one workshop a day anyway. So
Wonderful.
that'd be great. Now let's talk about the workshop you'll be teaching. You said you'll be teaching musicality. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I'll be teaching musicality um, on two.
On to
And in
yeah,
salsa musicality, yes, I have some body movements, clarity, and footworks techniques will be in that musicality class. And also, I will be teaching body movements,
body
body
movement. Yeah,
control,
yeah,
every step, one by one. I will show the body movement techniques, and we're gonna make a small body movement choreography.
good.
And also, this body movement choreography will be connected with musicality, not just body techniques.
Yeah,
Also, it's gonna be a musicality body movements choreography.
yeah.
And I will be teaching salsa, lady styling, and arm style. I think most of the ladies needs that. And
No, the
it,
salsa arm styling that you have is actually exceptional. Did you get that from your ballet training?
no, I don't get it from anywhere.
Yeah.
Um, I get it with playing with my hands and doing improvisations and
Right.
find the beauty in myself. Sometimes find the fear.
Yeah.
It's just about expression. And all of the three classes, musicality, body movements, and lady styling, I will share some important techniques about how
Yeah.
to find your own unique style.
Yeah.
Because I think finding unique style is, of course, technique is first.
Right.
Technique comes first, and after the technique, when you got the technique, finding your unique style is a second comes.
Agreed.
And it's all also connected each other, because when you learn the techniques, the basic techniques, you can build your own techniques.
Yeah.
You can find something by yourself, and to do that, um, we have to copy first to understand the different techniques. It's
Yeah.
normal to copy, but don't stay copying. Also start to create something by yourself, because whatever we copy, it's not gonna look same as the person who find it.
This
So
is
you are
true.
a different, everyone has different personality, different character, different traumas,
Yeah.
different beauty, different fears,
Yeah.
different childhoods. So it's have to be very personal. The style have to be very personal, and I will share.
Got cut off there a little bit. Yeah. Now, in your dance experience, what's the most challenging dance discipline you've ever tried to learn?
Mm,
I'm guessing nothing,
that's
but I thought I'd ask.
well. What I'm gonna say, I call it like a dance for me, Tai
Uh-huh.
Chi.
Yeah. Really?
So martial arts, Tai
Yeah.
Chi it's so slow.
Tai Chi
So
because
to
it's a controlled movement and perfect techniques at the same time.
and I'm not that passionate.
Are
I
you,
got fast, I do fast.
do you consider yourself introvert or extrovert?
Introvert.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I'm living with my books, a very calm life with my cats, with
You
my
like
books,
reading and all of
going
that
yoga
stuff, yeah?
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love camping. And I'm also after the San Francisco, I'm going to Mexico, and I will do camping and traveling around the forests, jungles in
Wow.
Mexico by camping. Yeah, that's my plan. So I'm more. I like to be alone with
Uh,
books, and I like to have some deep conversations with people, but enjoying partying, maybe having superficial talks is not my type.
yeah,
I'm
I
like,
see.
yeah.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Especially in the dance scene, you know. Especially in the dance community. Everything is like, all right, okay, all right. Yeah. But we're just saying, you know, I'm in the business of, yeah, I used to teach all over the world, but now I'm old, so I do promoting. And so, you know, you meet all kinds of people, of course. But then you have this very tiny circle of friends because you can't be friends with anyone because you don't know whether they're real friends or not. You know, it's very hard in this industry. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh my
Well,
God, you'd
actually,
love
for
Hawaii one of
me,
these days. But promise me that you're gonna come to Hawaii, but with me. And then you can come to Hawaii after with other promoters after that.
well, I'm gonna come to your event to Hawaii, I promise, but not
No,
the
because
next
you
one
just
because I
mentioned
have
you love
another event.
you just mentioned you love nature. Oh my God, you would love Hawaii.
I love oceans, like swimming on the oceans
Oh
alone,
yeah.
hours.
Oh my
So
God,
I really
yeah. But anyway, okay, I'm excited about San Francisco. We're talking about the San Francisco Bachata Festival, uh, and it is known for not just bachata. I know the title there says bachata, but when we talk about San Francisco, we can have different titles or specific titles, but that doesn't mean we're not going to be doing salsa. We're not going to be doing kizomba. We do everything. We have separate rooms for it, you know. So it's great. There are some legends here in the Bay Area that's looking forward to seeing you as well. You know, I don't know if you met Luis in person, yes?
yes.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
okay. Yeah, that's probably the right here recommended you and all
I
that.
have one thing. You
Yeah,
asked me what is the most challenging dance.
yeah.
Sensual bachata is very challenging for me,
Tell
especially
me
in
about
social
that.
dance.
Yeah.
Especially in social dance, because I
Uh-huh.
feel like someone is going to break my neck or break my circle. And end of the sensual bachata room, I go like this. I cannot rotate my head. Well, I'm having it a lot because of that. I start to feel a little bit scared of sensual bachata. By the way, I'm in love with Dominican bachata. I
Is
love
it
sensual bachata
because
too.
SG? Is it because leads are not able to lead it correctly?
Mm, because not just leads. Of course, this is one of the reasons.
Yeah.
But the way of holding a woman, the first touch
Yeah.
makes me feel what the guy wants.
Yes.
If a woman wants to like enjoy with her body and do a lot of things,
Sure.
the guy is ready to do it. It's okay. But the guy shouldn't lead a woman. The
Yeah.
guy would connect with a woman. The problem is leading because we are not connecting, we are
Yes.
leading. And if someone is trying to make a deep in bachata, and if I don't want to do a deep, or if I don't want to get that close to the
Yeah.
guy, and the guy is pushing and pushing, pulling and pulling again, and then it's really makes me unsafe, makes me feel unsafe. And first we have to find that connection, and
Yep.
then if I find that safe feeling and that connection, they can do every kind of woman with my every kind of movement with my body.
Mm.
That I'm flexible. It's easy to lead. But if the guy is doing force, then I use extra force to
Yeah.
not doing it because I want respect.
Yes. Yes. I agree.
I'm open to do every movement, but first I need respect.
Yes.
And when we don't have that respect, injuries coming.
Absolutely. And have you ever danced a traditional part of bachata? Not the sensual
Oh
part, the
yeah,
modern.
Oh yeah, I love it. I'm
Oh,
really enjoying. I enjoy so much, and there's a respect in it. It's like
oh, there is
there's
that
not big
respect.
leaves.
Yeah,
Yes, it's more enjoyable.
yeah, yeah.
Not emotional, more enjoyable.
More enjoyable. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, salsa also. Yeah, I'm sure you dance with bad leads all the time. Yeah,
Oh yeah, of course, in salsa too.
yeah,
Like bad leads, the reason of bad leads not just it's happened in salsa, also kizomba and
yeah,
zouk and bachata. It's happened in every kind of dance style, even in tango, it happens. But the reason is not just technique. Technique is one of the reason, and second is understanding each other, connection. I think because most of the teachers teach first how to lead a woman, as my teacher said,
yeah,
let the man lead you first time in your life. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm not there to lead by someone else.
yeah,
I'm just here to connect with my partner and be happy. I mean, not fake smile because of the deep connection, the real smile,
yeah,
I
yeah.
want to do. I mean, when I do a salsa social, I don't want to keep my face like this
Right,
to look
right.
happy because everyone's looking, so I have to look happy. And like that fake smile sometimes I'm finding on myself, and when the dance finished I massage my face. And yes, I want to smile, I want to feel peaceful with the partner, and we don't need to do a lot of tips and tricks in social dance. It's for
Agree.
socializing.
Yeah.
But in bachata, in salsa, no matter, it's for socializing, it's for
Yes.
enjoying. It's
Yeah.
not to prove how many movements we can do in a perfect way. It's just to have connection and have fun. If you
Indeed.
want to show, if you want to prove yourself, go to stage.
Yep.
Work a lot and go to stage. And social
Yep.
dance, let's enjoy. Like we don't have to dance every song. I think my favorite event, I went in Monaco. Um, it wasn't a big event. It was small, like old school events.
Yeah.
Salsa, bachata, kizomba,
Zamba.
zouk
Zouk.
was
Zouk.
in the same room.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
So so you do salsa, you do bachata. If you don't want to do salsa, you are a bachata dancer, then take a drink and talk, socialize.
Yeah.
And then when you like the song again, go to dance.
Yeah.
So it's not like a dance marathon. It is just about enjoying and having
Yeah.
fun and socializing.
Now, in Kizomba, do you like the modern version of it or do you like the traditional version of it?
I like traditional kizomba. I like
Me
traditional
too.
bachata. Um, I like also traditional samba.
Aha.
Samba is traditional. I
Yeah,
love it.
Simba. Simba is traditional. Yeah. Yeah.
And also I love salsa cubana,
Oh, love it. Love the music.
casino,
Love the music. Yeah.
casino. I like bolero, cha-cha-cha, bocalo.
And I noticed in some of your, especially the Arizona type of performance, you did some pachanga there.
Oh yeah, I love pachanga actually.
Yeah, yeah. It is like you did pretty much everything in that routine. It's like, okay, now she's doing it. Okay, now she's doing this. Like, talk about improvisation, right?
Yeah.
That's
And
good.
pachanga part is mostly improvisation.
Oh, I bet it is. It's like, okay, and you were just it's all about musicality. You were just going with the music there, and that was really impressive. When I saw that, I was like, okay, she feels it. That's when
Thank
we
you.
when we come to traditional bachata, like I prefer. Yeah, we always say, hey, we feel it. We feel the music, and our body expresses what it feels through the music, which is this is the wonder thing about social dancing when you're dancing with someone else. And I like the point that you made that it's really about connection, the whole thing,
Whole
emotion,
thing.
body, hand, everything. Uh, Understanding the partner is another important issue here because I see all the time in dancing that yeah, you're right. Are you dancing for yourself or you're dancing for both? And
Both actually. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, which is
Well,
important.
to dance connection with the partner, to find that connection with the partner, first of all, we have to find connection with ourselves. And this is the
Oh,
most difficult part. This is the most difficult part because um, I think for human being, the most hard thing is being honest to ourselves.
mm-hmm.
When we find that connection with ourselves, and when we just let our body feel the music, and also discover our true potential and ask us who we are and what we are living for. When we cannot find results, like we cannot find an answer,
Yeah,
correct answer. The
yeah.
answer is always going to change, but keep asking all these questions and trying to discover things with ourselves help us to understand partner better. Because even if we cannot understand what we are doing and why we are doing it,
Hmm.
how we can understand another person.
Yes, I agree. You know, you're talking about, if I were to put it in one term, you're talking about authenticity there. You gotta be authentic. Uh, you know, in that way, the moment you become authentic, then you begin to understand the other people around you. You know, I like that. And authenticity comes a long way when it comes to our dance community, when it comes to social dancing, and when it comes to being a dancer yourself. You, like what she is saying here, you need to find yourself, you need to find the you. Once you determine that, I think not only you could express your own, you don't have to copy anyone, you could do your own thing. And this is what I think SG embodies in her life as a dancer and as a profession and as her professional dancer. Now, is there any other cities you'd like to visit one of these days, or teach at, or social dance at, that you haven't been?
In United States,
No, doesn't matter.
or
Anywhere.
oh, I have been in 45 countries and more than 200 cities
Cities, yeah.
to teach and
Yeah,
to
yeah,
perform.
yeah.
So it's
Which
hard to
one's your
remember the
favorite? Which
names.
city? I mean, you might be biased and everything, but which one are your favorite cities to dance at?
Well, honestly, I have favorite things in every city I have
Mm,
been. And
good.
I have also some things that I don't like every city.
I see.
Sometimes
Yeah,
I really love everywhere
yeah.
because human being are human being in everywhere, in every culture. Most of the things are same, just small traditions are different, but they are also similar. So wherever I go, um, I cannot choose which one is my best.
So, in your background, you got a lot of books. You got a little library there, okay?
Yeah.
So now, what is your top three favorite books and why?
Um,
And we're talking about life in general here, right?
okay, from Eric Fromm, The Art of Love, one of my
Interesting.
favorite book in here. And let me think. Oh, yeah, The Life Story of Karl Marx is one
Oh
of my
wow, yeah,
favorites.
yeah.
And the add-on that I'm reading now,
And
it's not translated
what is it
in
about that book?
English.
Oh,
This one, this
yeah.
is I'm reading right now. Oh, and Sophie's World. It's
Oh, Sylvia's World.
philosophy
Yeah,
history.
yeah. It's a
Yeah,
pretty good
it's one of
story.
my
Yeah.
favorites.
Do you like reading novels, or you like reading how-to books?
I like every kind of books.
Biographies, yeah.
A lot of biographies in this area. Yes, a lot of biographies.
Yeah.
I love
I
reading
love biographies
biographies.
too. Yeah, yeah. All right.
But novels opens minds, and novels help to be more creative. And
I
also, I like
see.
poems.
Did you like Harry Potter novels? Did you like? I don't know if you're a Harry Potter fan, but uh,
Harry Potter. I like Harry Potter.
yeah.
Yeah, and Lord of the Rings in here.
Oh, okay.
But well, I prefer not to read that much mm, popular books. So you cannot see much popular books in my library. More different books that most of the people. It's not promoted books. I
Yeah.
choose more
Are you the
not promoted
traditional
books.
person where you prefer reading books instead of reading it from the computer?
Oh, I cannot read from computer because I am drawing on the books. I'm drawing and I'm taking notes on the books. I
Taking
have to
notes?
write and
Nice.
I have to smell it.
You have to smell it. Oh my God, I agree. I
Yeah,
love reading books. I love the smell of
I
it.
have to feel the papers. Like
Yeah,
from
yeah,
computer, I'm only reading scientific articles,
of course.
science articles.
Yeah, that's good. Now, COVID is, pretty much not restricted anymore, and I'm glad that our business, I think it's going back to normalcy. Not
Yeah.
100% yet, but at least it's going back to normalcy there. Now, when it comes to, I mean, look, you're all over the world now, and then you're going to be all over United States. Um, what's that going to be like? Are you going to have a working visa soon, or are you just going to be a tourist visa for now, or what?
I'm working on working visa actually, and
Good.
also um, I'm planning to study in California area for my second
Yay!
university.
Where is it going to be in California?
Well, I'm looking maybe San Diego, San Francisco, California, or LA. I'm looking all the schools. I will choose one of the school, and I'm planning to study there.
Oh, you got great
Soon time,
university.
like in a year, I'm planning to coming there. I was planning to go to New York, to Columbia University for psychology, but I changed my
Are
mind
you a
because I need
psychology?
nature.
Are you a psychology fan? Because I have a master's degree in psychology, and I have a 3 years degree and PhD on candidate on cognition, brain, and behavior as part of psychology. But I didn't finish it because at that time I was on demand for bachata teaching all over the world. And, you got to remember because at that time, SG, in my time, no one liked bachata. It wasn't that popular yet. And so there was Tony Lara, Jorge Elizondo, me, and the Australians only teaching bachata all over the world that time. And so it was whether I'm gonna get my PhD here or to do bachata, which was a one-time opportunity because I was young. I picked I picked the former, of course, but or the latter. But anyways, yeah, yeah, you got great universities in San Francisco Bay Area. You got Berkeley, you got Stanford, and I think there is one other university here that's really popular. So you got a lot of to choose from
Yeah.
for sure.
First option I'm thinking about is California,
Yeah.
and my dream was having a van life.
Ah, I know a few people that are like that.
And yeah, to live in the van and have one motorcycle and go to school with motorcycle is what I want. And living in a van,
Then
that's I'm
California
planning to
is your
do for a
perfect.
few years.
Yeah, California is your perfect state for that.
Yeah, I know.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
let's see what will happen. That's my short time plan.
Well, you have a chance to tour Bay Area for a short while there and see if you like it. That'd be
I
great.
would love to. Yes, I
Yeah.
would love to.
I'm sure it's a lot of people in the Congress that are going to be attending. Probably you'll be, hey, SG, you want to see San Francisco? It's like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have it.
This is what we love in the Congress or festival family that we have this
Mhm.
commonality. It's almost like family wherever you go, and they can just take care of you. Like, hey, I'll tour you around, whatever, and that's a great thing. But
That's so lovely. Yeah.
yeah, it's a lovely thing. But SG, it's been a great conversation. I know we could talk for hours, but I'm sure we have more chance to do that when we see you in San Francisco in July
Yeah, absolutely.
29, July 29, 31, I believe. And then you're going to be
Yes.
going to Mexico after that and tour around also. So that's a great thing. Um, where do you want to be 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I'm planning to make after 5 years. I'm planning to make one farm.
Nice. Wow, really?
Yes, and this farm is not only about animals. It's like everything organic. Animals
Everything
lives
organic, yeah.
equal with us.
Are you a vegetarian?
I am.
Okay.
um, and I'm vegan actually. I was
Okay.
vegetarian. Now I'm
Oh, yeah, there's
vegan
a difference, isn't it? Yeah, yeah,
because of the milk industry
yeah,
also hurts so many animals.
yeah.
And giving a lot of psychology, philosophy, life coach, meditation, yoga classes there, and also all kind of arts, painting. I'm also painting, by the way.
Now, are you self-taught when it comes to painting also?
I always self-talk.
What are you? So this is so great because you have this gift to learn something, whether you learn it from a book or you learn by watching it. This is a skill, you know. It's not something you can learn. It's something that's given to you. You know what I mean?
I say that. I think it's more about trying to discover who we are.
Okay, yeah,
When you start to discover and be honest with yourself and do
yeah,
not look for perfection,
yeah,
everything is possible. Like, you don't have to be super gifted, super talented, or you don't have to take a lot of classes. Just, what do you want to learn? Start to improve yourself about it.
yeah,
That's it. And then something is going to come up.
yeah. Now, with all the workshops that you'll be offering in San Francisco, are those for advanced level or all levels?
All level, because most of the movements will be advanced level, but
Okay.
beginners can learn it.
Yes.
Because I will explain every small details from the depth of their roots in the classes, all the movements, all the techniques, and advanced level needers, but who started just now salsa, they need it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Even at least the perspective of dance, I think people need to hear.
Yeah.
Because I always say my students, even who is going to stage with me in my boot camp or show team, I
Yeah.
tell them, you are going to stage to do a mistake, not to show how amazing you are, not to
Yeah.
show how perfect you are,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it is not exists.
Yeah.
Trying your best is enough. Working hard to go that stage, you already win. You already win. You already find that
Yeah.
self-respect.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah.
On stage, you can fail. On stage, you can forget the choreography.
Yeah.
On stage, you can miss the music. It's okay.
Yeah.
Just be honest to yourself. And even when you fail, smile to yourself and just stand up and go on.
Yeah. Do
Go
it
on.
better. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I love it. I love your philosophy when it comes to general philosophy in life, and of course that translate to your dancing, and it does make sense. It's all about where you're coming from. It's all about your base. It's all about you, your originality, you. The moment you realize that, everything else will fall into place. It's a great advice. It's a great concept. SG, I'm going to post this on social media. I know there's no link when we post on Instagram, but I'll I'll put it there anyway. But me and my wife and the rest of the Bay Area and Californians are looking forward to see you here. Uh,
Thank you so much.
we hope that you
Can't
stay in
wait.
California. Well, we'll see about that, and then let me know about the working visa because once you get that, I'll bring you to every one of my festivals. I promise.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, where can they find you? Is it always gonna be SG Saman, whether it's an IG or Facebook?
I have Facebook, but mostly I'm active on Instagram.
Okay.
Also, I have Twitter. So for my online classes or private classes, or to directly connect to me, to talk to me, whatever they want to ask, it's better to write on Instagram.
Yeah, and you're mostly active on is it both accounts or just the SG Online Academy?
Oh, Ezgi Zaman Online Academy is just for my online classes, but mostly I'm using just Ezgi Zaman.
Okay.
So Ezgi Zaman Dance Project page, not the
I
Online
think it is.
Academy.
I think it SG Saman Dance Project, correct?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
That is my main account.
Okay, that's
The
your main
academy,
account.
I'm sharing also my students, not just me.
All right, that's good. All right, SG, more power to you. We'll see you in San Francisco Bay
Thank you
Area.
so much.
And I will say bye for now. And we'll see you soon, yeah?
Yeah, see you soon.
Thank you.
Can't wait to come to San Francisco. Thank you.
Can't wait to see you. All right, bye for now.
Bye bye.